for the green light.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And away they go for 10 laps of the Brands Hatch 1.2-mile Indy circuit down to Paddock Bend. And it's Stancomb leading with Chris Hall, Malcolm Delicate, the Brands Hatch champion Carl Jones, and Trevor Stiles pouring up Hailwood Hill behind him. Into Druids and out of it. And it's the white Lola of Colin Stancomb, number 28, in the lead. In the lead down to Graham Hill Bend, from Graham Hill Bend to the Cooper Straight. There to the left-hander at Surtees, then they sweep right into McLaren and the long Clark curve to complete lap 1, and that's what they're doing now. Round Clark curve, there's Stancomb, behind him is Chris Hall in the Jayman. Then it's Malcolm Delicate and Len Bull, 4 of them absolutely together as they come up on a drying circuit to complete the first of 10 laps. Over the line, and Delicate is trying for second, past Chris Hall, and Len Bull is still right up there with the 3 of them. Now up Hailwood Hill for the second time. Into Druids, that very tight right-hander. It's still Stancomb leading, Hall behind him, Delicate, Bull. Then they go down to Graham Hill Bend, and all the rest of them streaming through. And there's the distinctive high-tailed yellow Van Diemen of John Booth, well up. He's up into 7th place. And there's a dry racing line developing now. It's damp off the line and very slippery. Out of Surtees, out of McLaren, into the Clark curve. It's still Stancomb leading. Chris Hall is second, Delicate third. Bull is in 4th position, and there is Booth in 7th position. Over the line, Stancomb, Hall. First 2 out together, behind them, Delicate and Bull. Then it's Carl Jones and John Oxborough. 6 cars virtually together into lap 3. And look at it as they go up to Druids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars absolutely together. Round Graham Hill Bend. There they go. They stream round the left-hander at Graham Hill Bend. And that 21, that's Paul Stott off. He's come from the Isle of Man. It's a long way to do that. So now up to Clark curve again for the 3rd time in this 10-lap race, and it's still 4 cars absolutely together. Stancomb, Hall, Delicate and Bull. Behind them, it's John Oxborough, then Carl Jones, then John Booth in, and John Booth is going through. Look for the yellow Van Diemen of John Booth as the 4 leaders go over the line into lap 4. They're jostling into Druids. And Malcolm Delicate is going to try and pass, and he has to move over. He has to swerve to the left. Out of Druids then, it's Stancomb. And now Malcolm Delicate is trying on the outside. He's on the damp patch. He's going to be in trouble there. It's very slippery indeed. And Delicate has gone down. You can see there's 3 cars out in the front now. As they go into the left-hander at McLaren now, past Surtees, now McLaren, now Clark curve. And it's still Stancomb leading. Coming up to the half distance, lap 5 out of 10. Stancomb then. Over the line. Chris Hall second. And there's a challenge for second position. And Len Bull has taken 2nd position from Chris Hall at Paddock. And that is Carl Jones out of the race. The Brands Hatch champion out already, as up to Druids they go. The first 3 absolutely together. Stancomb, Bull, Hall and John Booth. John Booth in the Van Diemen is up into 4th place. That's the man with the slip disc driving in agony, and he's fought his way up to 4th position. So at Surtees it's Stancomb, Bull, Hall and then John Booth, and look how closely they are together as they come out of Clark curve, completing the half-distance lap. Stancomb, and there's John Booth. He's going through into 3rd position. Len Bull goes down to 4th place into lap 6, and John Booth is really charging now. He's up ahead of Chris Hall. He's up into 2nd place. So it's Stancomb leading. It is Booth second. Chris Hall nearly goes off. Len Bull goes up into 3rd position. Now out of Druids. And Bull has hit Booth. He's hit Stancomb. And Bull is out. Look, he pulls over to the right. His left front wheel is nearly torn off the suspension, and John Booth is leading. John Booth leading. Stankham second, Hall third, and Booth now has built up a colossal lead in just that short distance. He is absolutely on his own. Stankham there, and then Hall, and now there's a new fourth place man because Mike Thompson is coming up and Trevor Stiles is in fifth position. What a turn up for the book. There's Stankham. He led for so long. Now he's being pushed down to second place. He's got Chris Hall right behind him, though. They go into Druids. It's getting very close behind them. There's another 6 cars close up behind the battle for second and third. Now, where is John Booth? How much of a lead has he got? There he is. There's the man from Rotherham. Butcher Booth, they call him, because he is a butcher. Stankham second. Hall third. Mike Thompson closing up in fourth position. Up to and out of Clark Curve goes John Booth, the leader. There's the battle for second. And Stankham and Hall are really fighting it out. Mike Thompson is up there in fourth position with the Quest. Hall went wide. He's back into position. Over the line they go into lap 8. There is Stankham, and Hall has hit him. Chris Hall hits Stankham. Stankham goes wide. Chris Hall keeps going. Thompson is still there. Trevor Stiles is still there. Out of Druids. And he's going very wide indeed, but Stankham is keeping inside, and Hall is in trouble. He's dropped back 2 places, up to third and fourth, and that is Stott. Stott has done it again. He's done a nose job on his car, but at Surtees with Booth in the lead, we look at number 28, Colin Stankham. He exits Clark Curve, and Trevor Stiles has gone up into third position, past Thompson. We're getting change after change as John Booth goes through. Look at the lead he has. Then it's Stankham. Stiles in third position. Thompson is in fourth. So Farmer Stiles is third with 2 laps to go. This is lap 9. There goes John Booth. He's got a 3 seconds lead now. Then it's Stankham, Stiles and Thompson absolutely together. And up into 5th place has come the second John Booth. John Brolly Booth, the umbrella manufacturer, and John Butcher Booth, the butcher from Rotherham, is in the lead. Now up to Clark Curve. This is the end of lap 9. It's still Stankham. Behind Stankham is Stiles. Behind Stiles is Thompson. Into the last lap now. Stankham, then the 3rd, 4th and 5th absolutely together. Booth leads by 4 seconds. Now up Hailwood Hill. It's Stankham, Stiles, Thompson and Brolly Booth in the blue car. He's caught right up with them. He's in 5th position. He's going to challenge for 4th as they come out of Druids. Watch him. He's right on the outside. He's going to hit that damn patch. And he does it. You see the front of his car slide, and Brolly Booth slips down the field to 6th position as Butcher Booth leads. Then Stankham, Stiles, Thompson, Hall into Clark Curve for the 10th and last time out of it. Booth leading, Stankham there in 2nd position. And over the line goes John Butcher Booth to lead from Colin Stankham, Stiles, Thompson, Chris Hall and Brolly Booth. What a race. Well, no wonder Formula Ford is the world's most popular motor racing formula, and the man who thought of it, Brands Hatch boss John Webb, can feel very proud of himself. And so can John Booth, for in spite of his slipped disc, in spite of his comparative strangeness to Brands Hatch, the champion of Alton Park ends the day as the champion of champions.